YouTube. It has been a very, very long time since I've recorded with you guys. Um, as you can see by the title of this live video, guys, my son almost lost his life last night. He had a fever of 103.4, and it still kept on rising. When we higher and higher, visit to the ER was gonna rapidly decline from that moment on forwards. And so basically, they brought us to the back after check-in, and immediately they took him for an X-ray. And upon arrival back to the room, we saw all the stuff that they were gonna do to him. We didn't know what was what or what it was for, or how it worked, or anything like that. We just knew that they were going to do a lot of stuff to my son. And both his sisters and I, we were just devastated. I mean, even today, we're still pretty devastated. We're disheartened by the malpractice and maltreatment that my son underwent at UMC Medical Hospital, which they are not top in Las Vegas, much less in the nation. They're the most dirtiest, most disgusting, most beat up hospital that I've seen in a very long time. And so we get into our room, and two nurses walk in, one being Indian, the other one being white. And my oldest daughter and I picked up on the fact that she was racist. And almost immediately, they did the P test first, which was a nightmare. My poor baby was in so much pain. And they were not gentle. They were very abrasive, very aggressive. And after his P test, he was already traumatized enough. And to add to that mix, the stupid racist nurse took it a step further by rolling up my son in one arm in a freaking swaddle blanket, and then putting the IV in his hand, which I know how an IV feels. It feels awful when you get it. It hurts, like, really bad. And they just freaking shot him straight up. And it looked like, as a mom watching it, it was the worst experience of my life. I hated every moment of his pain. I hated every moment of his sorrow, and all we could do is look each other in the eyes and just hope that this nightmare ends. And so finally the IV was in, and then at one point the other piece of crap nurse started to draw blood from my son to do a blood test and all these other kinds of things, but they were very aggressive. Again, they were rolling my son in that blanket like as if he were a rag doll. I mean, all of us, we were all just really traumatized and disturbed by what we had seen. I sped home after we got out of the hospital, picked up my husband, because I kind of figured that not in the car seat. And so we went, got my girls some dinner. My daughters, I mean my girls. They're my girls, so who cares? And I had to go to Walgreens and pick up his medicine. At that point is when my son busted out in panic and in tears. And Dad and I and older sister reassured him that he was going to be okay, that he was going to be strong, and that he's our hero, he's our angel, and he is so incredibly strong, you guys. And it was incredibly hard to watch him go through that. And I'm just so glad that it's over, because so much pain, like to the point that he's sweating because of how hard he's crying and how hard he was screaming for fear of his own life against these coward women who are nurses there. But here's the deal. I complained already. I gave them an awful review. I threatened to sue them, which I am going to do anyways. I'm going to call the Nevada Legal Aid. If you don't know what that is, it's free attorneys. You just have to file an application, depending on what you need. But basically, guys, at the end of everything, here he is right now. So you can see he's not still himself. He's been having low oxygen. The day before, his oxygen was 94 and it dropped down to 34 because of how hard he was crying. Anyways, you guys, Ezekiel is an incredibly strong boy. And once those nurses saw that I was getting mad, they backed off. They left me and my family alone. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.